Yo, what's up? Welcome back to One United, and you're here now with me, Kira. Right, so I'm here to deliver you guys on the my match reaction for our match against West Brom this morning at home. Well, we did win 1-0, but I'm starting to feel that we didn't win it at all. So let's go to the whiteboard and let's see what exactly do I mean by that. Alright? Alright, so here you have the Kira whiteboard for me to share my thoughts with you on my match for our matches. So for today we are going to focus on our match against West Brom this morning. Okay, so I like to approach it slowly. We usually focus on 4 points, which I'm gonna list down here. Let's see if you guys agree with it, and maybe give me some comments for me to improve, maybe see whether is there something wrong that maybe I miss. It's not even gonna be that easy watching such a boring game, to be honest. Okay, so let's not dwell too much on it. Let's just get back on the video right now. So we have here, oops, sorry, wrong tool. We have here Kira's match reaction. Yo. Okay, so first point, let's talk about formation. So for our formation, we are playing 4-2-3-1 formation. This is the same formation that we used against Everton, and looks like Ole really loves this formation, and it's good that he tries to maintain a certain familiarity across the field for the second match running. But even though we say that, the lineup is a little bit different. First, let's start all the way at the back. Okay, keeper is still there here, expected. But for back four, we switch Shaw with Talas because of Shaw's injury against Everton. For our two defensive midfielders, instead of fielding the Fred Scott pairing, we went up with Fred Matic pairing. Not really sure why. And then for the three attacking mid players, we have Rashford on the left, expected. Bruno in the center, expected. Mata on the right, not really expected, but still, okay. Good choice, probably rather better than Lingard. Oops. And up front, alone in the center, as the lone striker, we have Martial. Okay, so that's on formation. Next, let's talk a bit on the approach. Okay, this one is subjective, so I would really love it if you guys can give me some of your thoughts on it as well. But the approach that I saw, we were going for a high pressing game, meaning to say we wanted to win the ball at West Brom's half and maintain the pressure over there. So how do we maintain the pressure? We want to retain the ball as much as possible. Oh, sorry. So you want to retain the ball as much as possible. And also, I would say that we were playing you know we were playing a very, you call it, um, attacking game as well, knowing that we are playing against West Brom. Questionable because we are still playing with two defensive midfielders, but it is the same kind of approach that we can use against a lower team, defensively and attacking at the same time. But yeah, this is the approach that I saw in the match. But it still ended up boring. Don't know why. Okay, so what are my thoughts on this formation and with this approach? Well, first of all, let me just say, in terms of overall team performance, doesn't look good. I will give it a 3 out of 5 stars as a whole, because we were against a very not to say a bottom team. Every team in Premier League is actually very good, but we were against a team that we are supposed to win comfortably, and yet we only win 1-0 with a penalty that was taken twice. So I would say that it wasn't really good, a really good performance. In terms of effectiveness, however, effectiveness, I would say, well, there is still something lacking in attack. In defense, we were pretty much good, although we were getting scares from West Brom a few times, notably twice actually. One was a save by De Gea, the other one was a save by the Woodwork. Oh yeah, since Woodwork is better than Woodward. So in terms of effectiveness, I would say we're getting there. The familiarity that we are putting in terms of the formation is is making our team gel a little bit better at the back, but not in front. We need to work on that. So I would say 3.5 out of 5%. Sorry, stars. But but yeah, it you know, doesn't really give me the wow factor there. Okay. Let me just check whether you guys can actually see it. So yeah, your Steam performance over there. Yeah. Okay. All right. So having said that, what are my ratings for our player individually? Let's start from the back. I love backs. You know. Okay. So let's start from De Gea. So De Gea was exceptionally well. He made sure that we stay in the game with his one great save. But generally speaking, he doesn't have anything much else to do. But he was also wrong-footed in the attempt that West Brom did make that hit the woodwork. So that was some. But again, you cannot expect De Gea to save everything. So I'll give him 7. Thank you, De Gea, for that save. So you get that 7. You deserve it, dude. Then we have our back four. Now, our back four is really, really unremarkable in this game. They literally don't have that much to do. And even when they did something, even when they need to do something, they flopped it sometimes. But most of the time, they were generally okay. So I would say that, rather than rating them one by one, I'm just gonna rate them as one group. So the back four, I'm gonna give them 6.8. Yeah, they did make some mistakes there. But one point to highlight is, how high we were playing in our game in such a way that even Maguire managed to reach the opposition box, and we still weren't able to do anything to break them. Dude, that's bad. Talking about Maguire, he had 2 clear chances on goal, but he's not a striker, so yeah, he didn't score. But good for him. Then we go to the midfield. Okay, the midfielders. Alright. So this one I want to rate them one by one. Seriously, dudes. They are not great. Seriously not great. Okay, but let's start first with Matic. Matic, well, we know, football is a very physical game, and Matic is a very physical guy. He's tall. I bet if he wants to push me around, he can do that. But football is a physical game, and he did get pushed around a little bit himself. He's so hard to say it directly. He wasn't playing great. He did do some great things, but not great overall. So I'm gonna give him a 6.5. And then we have Fred. Well, Fred, I think he misses Matamini. So I'm gonna give him 6.4. And he was replaced by Matamini. So as for Matamini, I'm gonna give him a 6.4. so he didn't have that much to do. And then we have Bruno. This dude's very intelligent in the game. He understood that he can't play the same game as we did against Everton, where he makes runs into the box. He wanted everyone else to go into the box because he knows that he needs to help Fred and Matic create chances. Those two are defensive midfielders. They can't really, make good passes or great passes to penetrate the back four. So for Bruno, his intelligence did create few big chances for us, but in the end, nobody really takes it. We did score that penalty, so he's gonna get 7.5. And then we go to Mata. I really feel sorry for Mata. Seriously, dude, he's old. He's really, really old. And asking him to run around the field, and when he just really wants to play as right winger. And due to our much younger players unable to get into the box to find spaces, ended up him doing it. And man, he did it great. His flicks were great, his dummies were great, but where are the players that needs to score, dudes? The link up play was very, very bad. Link up play was shit. So how can I give Mata a benefit of the doubt for his creativity and yet his inability to actually not to say his own fault, but you know, all he needs to do something about that they can play. So for Mata, I'm gonna give him 6.8. He did great. Extra point for his age. Then we go to Rashford. Oh, sorry. Before that, Mata. Mata was later replaced by Cavani. Yeah, our current number 7. And Cavani actually went to the ball. That was good. That's what we needed. And when he came in, he became the impetus for Bruno and Telles to actually pull in great passes into the box, and that actually kickstarted our game. That happened in around the 60th minute, dudes. So if you want to watch the replay, start from the 60th minute. Everything else is shit for that. Okay, so for Cavani, I would say because of his great runs and his contribution, he deserves 7. Okay, now let's go back to Rashford. Rashford, I'm disappointed in him. I'm disappointed in Rashford and Martial in this game. I'm disappointed in the way that we are using Rashford because if you see his heat map at sofascore.com, thank you Sofascore, he's not anywhere near the box, dude. He's playing exactly just at the left side. What for? Come on, man, I'm so sad. And towards the end, there was some scare about his injury. So hopefully he'll get better for our game against Istanbul. But can't say anything much about this game. 6.5. Yeah, maybe 6.3. And last but not least, Rashford was later replaced by Van der Beek. And dude, Van der Beek just came in, did his job, nothing much to do. 6.4. Martial. This, out of all the players that we have playing in the field today, this dude's the worst. I'm not blaming him because I know it's hard to do your job sometimes, but he needs to find his part back, and Oli needs to help him with that. His miss in the first half was sad, and his approach towards the end was even sadder. It's a very hard time for him. I don't want to bash him, but this is not a good performance. Martial, just look back into your game for today. Try to improve yourself, please. If you're watching this video, not good. So 6.2. Alright, so those are the ratings. Okay, I think I'm talking a bit too much on this one. So that's from me. If you guys have any problem with my ratings, my performance, overall team performance, stars or effectiveness, or something you want to add up on the approach, or something you want to talk about the formation, the lineup, hit me up in the comments, and we'll see through it. We'll add it up and see what can we improve. Maybe we can improve it in our prediction for our next game. Okay, alright. So don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to this video. I'll see you guys around. Bye.